Well, let's talk about some of the good news and what this means. We have this story from CNBC. Elon Musk expected to serve as temporary Twitter CEO after deal closes. He also raised an additional $7 billion from friends. So we'll start there. This sounds like really good news. I like Elon Musk, right? He's going to be the CEO. So he's going to be able to go in with his own bare hands and start cleaning things up, firing people. It also means Parag Agrawal is out as soon as this deal is done.
And by the way, when they say temporary, they're like, Elon is going to temporarily be the CEO until he kills himself or dies of mysterious circumstances.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
I have a feeling he wants to get in there, make some specific changes, listen to a bunch of people, and then if he sees someone he thinks is more qualified, he'll let them start executing for him.
But here's where it's also interesting. He raised some money. I think 1.9 billion of the money he raised came from that Saudi prince who previously said he was not okay with the deal. So the new conspiracy theory, apparently, I don't know, you look this up, Ian. Elon Musk was wearing a jacket at the Met Gala that said New World Order on the back, but in white embroidery on a white jacket, so you couldn't really see it. You want to look that up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up
Did
now.
it really?
This is from investmentwatchblog.com.
Is it? Let me see if I can find it as well.
Yeah. Bloomberg confirms Elon is a young global leader for Klaus Schwab, WEF, Great Reset. This is the title from investmentwatch.com from April 16th.
I think this might be fake news.
That's a while ago.
No. Okay, here we go.
It was like almost a month, 3 weeks ago.
It could be. I mean,
this was with Grimes. That wasn't this one.
Yeah, this is old. What is it? Photo? That was an old photo.
But
the 2018 Met Gala. It was a 2018.
Okay.
That says New World Order. Well, there you go. Yeah. So he was wearing, it says Novus Ordo Seclorum, meaning New World Order on the back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, his takes are suspiciously based, because it's all of it's like the red meat for what we want to hear. You're like, oh, you're calling out Big Pharma. Oh, you're calling out all of these people. Oh, you're replying to CERN. Oh, it's what's going on. It was overnight.
So you have this wave of populism and they're resisting it. They're trying everything to censor it and shut it down. No matter what they do, they can't win. So they say, okay, we need a ringer. Someone who's going to flank the populists who are calling out this BS and be on their side and say everything they want. Elon Musk is also the guy who's running Tesla plants in China or whatever, or praising China on Chinese social media. That pretty sure. We'll check into that. Mm-hmm. But so I don't necessarily care for the crazy idea because what he's doing is good for freedom, good for personal responsibility.
You're never going to agree with someone 100%. And the thing about Elon is when you hear him talk, especially about AI and stuff, he seems genuinely concerned about the fate of humanity and where we're going. So it might be genuine.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying this when we were in Nashville and the story about Elon even discussing buying Twitter first broke. I am optimistic in some ways. I'm also cautious. I'm not like a giant Elon fan, but I have liked what he's been saying, and I'm going to take the evil I don't know over the evil I know because the people currently running that website are absolutely terrible. So I want to give the guy the benefit of the doubt here, but who knows? We should consider all possibilities.
Elon Musk flanks the Liberty side, saying everything they want to hear. Oh, yeah, the Epstein stuff. How come no one's talking about that? Oh, look at these leftist organizations trying to shut us down. And then everyone's like, yes. And really, you're just buying into the same elitist.
It seems too based. Yeah. It's too based. And what are your gripes with Elon?
So some of what Tim talked about with him having plants in China, it's not just that though. My point isn't that I actively dislike him. It's just that I don't really know him or his agenda well enough at this point to say I'm a big fan or that I trust him.
I'm a big fan. Dude's building Starship, Starlink. Those are awesome.
Yeah, and I'm certainly
Twitter
a fan of.
Awesome.
I'm a fan of a lot of the stuff he's doing. And I don't actively dislike him. Like I said, I'm very cautiously optimistic about what he's doing here. I like the things that he's doing, but I don't want to quite sign up for the Elon bandwagon.
It's a very conservative take of you, sir.
I'm very cool with everything Elon is doing for the most part. You take a look at Jeremy's razors. They make their razors in China, I believe, and a lot of people got angry. And Jeremy explained to us, this is Jeremy Boring, co-CEO of Daily Wire, you can't make these things here. Like, it doesn't happen. So they tried. Right. And so he's like, if we raise enough money, absolutely, we're going to open a plant here and do everything. And
charge you 3 times more for the razors because there won't be slaves making them.
That's true, too. Mm-hmm. And then you've got Elon Musk praising China. The way I see it is, I'm not as concerned about this. My concern is intent and what he's working on. Mm-hmm. So take a look at us, for instance. Here we are on YouTube, knowing we can't talk about the FISA data release. Do we not do the show and have zero reach on any of these topics? Or do we say, okay, we're going to do what we can with the platforms we have and then try and find alternatives? Elon Musk is doing so much good. Yes, he's got, praise for China or planned in China. But I'm wondering what the total weight is going to be. If it's like 60% doing really good things, fixing things, and then 40% is in the bad area, I'm like, it's not absolute. You got to weigh the good with the bad.
And I would agree with you on that too. I would absolutely agree. The one thing about Musk that I really do like, and I've mentioned this before, is the fact that he seems to be, at least in his rhetoric, very pro-human. And also, not just in his rhetoric and his behavior, he has quite a lot of children. The man believes that human life is a good thing. He warns against the birth dearth, or the fact that we're going to experience serious consequences from being underpopulated. And so he's trying to encourage people to have more children. I think those are all great things.
Doesn't that sound weird, though?
He's got like 7 of them, doesn't he?
Well, no, I mean, does he?
He's got a lot.
I just think it's weird for him to come out and be like, overpopulation's a myth. It's like, that's a little too on the nose.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think every other billionaire on the planet, and really every member of that kind of elite class, says the exact opposite. It's fantastic to have a voice who's
Bill Gates
telling the truth about it instead of spreading lies.
Bill Gates came out and was dragging Elon, and he was like, I think he's going to make it worse.
The billionaires are fighting.
But
Money fight.
What's really annoying? The annoying thing about Bill Gates is he's just such a evil person. He's the kind of guy who's sitting there, he's talking in this interview about censorship. He's the kind of guy who would be like, I don't understand why poor people have messy homes. Just have your maid clean everything for you and your butler can bring you your scotch.
Did he actually say that?
No, I'm making a joke.
Okay.
The point is, he says, we shouldn't allow people to have open communication on the internet. And it's like, yeah, you're a rich dude who can do whatever you want, and you don't want the poor people to have access to their rights of speech. I get it. That's the annoying thing. It's this vapid elitist, like, why don't you just have the help clean your floors? Because people don't have help. They have to do it themselves. But he's this rich guy who's just like, why would anyone want this information? Dude, you are not the arbiter of truth and morality. You're some dude who sold software. You are also not a healthy person either. And then he complained, get this. He said, is Elon going to allow COVID vaccine misinformation? Twitter just censored new breaking information because of your stupid policies. So sit down and shut up. You have no idea what you're talking about, old man.
You don't think he's in good health, man? I was thinking about trying the Bill Gates diet. I want to figure out what he's eating.
Well, you let your gut get really huge. You have make sure your neck is sticking forward, and then hug yourself a lot when you're nervous. I think that'll get you right to where Bill's at right now. Bill, heal up, man.
If all we get from Elon Musk is this meme, Elon Musk has done the ultimate
Best
good.
tweet.
It is.
Neck. Bill, fix your
So
posture.
good.
Get a back brace.
He writes, in case you need to lose a boner fast. And it's Bill Gates. And then next to it is the pregnant man emoji. But can I just point out how strange it is that Bill Gates is wearing a blue shirt, like the pregnant man, with a big gut, like the pregnant man. But the haircut's the same. Same haircut. No glasses, though.
So bad.
We're not overpopulated, by the way. The people are just malaligned at the moment. We have too many people in these small pockets of cities with not enough rail. It's hard to get food from the farm to the city. But if we have like low orbit drone transfer, we could have like easily 17 billion people on this planet right now.
Did you see the slingshot they made for orbit launching, where it's this tube? And they put something in it, and then it spins around like crazy, and then flings.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so you put an underground track where you have a magnet, push it, so it goes up, and then you kick on the propellers and take it the rest of the way.
It spins really fast, and then just
momentum will
It's a
get you into
slingshot?
orbit.
Yeah, it's an orbit launching slingshot.
And you can catch things like that from other planets. When you slingshot it towards the other planet, the other thing catches you and then slows you down. And then you're
crazy.
I don't
Sounds
think it's supposed
really
to go to other
uncomfortable.
planets.
Imagine if farmers were like, we got a latest shipment of corn, and they put it in this thing that spins it and flings it in outer space, and then it lands in London.
stress.
Dude,
And then you
by the
can use
time you
ion
got it, it
thrusters
would be
to guide it.
popcorn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great. Yeah.
No, it wouldn't. Why would it
It
be?
gets
It's
so much heat. You're
'Cause they heat
shaking it
from
up.
The fall.
Set it up.
I guess
we use propellers.
the-
Oh, it would be.
No,
it would be
no.
popcorn.
Coming back into the
Catches
atmosphere.
on fire.
I think you got to use ion thrusters in the stratosphere to guide it, and then once it gets out of the stratosphere again, you press ion thrusters from above to push it back down, and then you kick the propellers back on to slowly bring it in. If it's lightweight enough, the friction won't destroy it.
When I saw the meme that Elon posted about Bill Gates and the pregnant man,
So
I
good.
couldn't understand because
But even
it's
that,
perfect.
he knows we all.
I could be wrong
We
about
all
this
hate
stuff.
Bill Gates. I mean, all
but-
the conservatives, the one billionaire, they're like, no, is Bill Gates. They're even
But-
okay
but-
with Jeff Bezos.
But this was because Bill Gates shorted Tesla, and he said, "I can't take your
when
climate
did
change."
you do that?
he's got a $500 million short position. And Elon said, I can't take your climate change activism seriously if you have a short against the company doing the most to fight climate change. I look at this meme and I'm like, it's like they made a cartoon of Bill Gates.
Yeah, it's true.
They made a cartoon of him.
Yeah. Elon Musk, I have to say that I definitely admire him because he's one of the only voices that I've heard being actively pro-human. Not pro-life as such, but being very like, we need to bring up the birth rate. Kids are very important. He does have 7 kids by a bunch of different ladies, but he's doing his part. Like, he's not like not practicing what he preaches.
Well, you think it's better to have 7 kids with multiple wives,
I think
or
it's
one
better
kid
to
with
bring,
one wife?
Well, I think it's better to bring 7 children into the world with one woman. I think that would be the ideal life for those kids. But if you are going to tell people to have a bunch of babies, then you should be doing the same. You know,
With a bunch of women?
Sure,
I don't
why
know
not?
about that. I mean, who's the father?
He's-
Who's fathering these kids?
he's
Who's
the
mothering these
billionaire.
kids?
Elon's the father.
Who's
Yeah,
mothering
Elon's
these
the-
kids? Where are the kids at? Are they at their moms or are they Elon's?
I
So
think
come on.
that he had 5
I think
with
he's
one
probably
lady.
got a lot of help.
Yeah, he has some help.
So
I
he's
don't-
hired
I-
people to
I-
raise his kids? Like,
I don't
what do you
think
guys
these.
And I agree with you that it's not good to have a bunch of different kids with
It's
different
definitely
women.
not.
But
That's
I hear you on that. But
that's why I say it's better to have 7 kids with one lady.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
100%.
ideal, but Lydia's, I mean, he practices what he preaches,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
He's
I
like, have
would
lots
love
of kids.
to have
I'm also
100
having-
women with 100 kids
You
with
want
100
100?
women.
You would have 100
and
babies.
just walk away and
wow.
not even have to think about it. How great life would that be for
Didn't
my
he-
wild animal?
But is
Did
Elon
he
doing that?
build
I don't
a
know. He has
school
7
for
kids with
his
different women.
kids?
well, I just want to.
Yeah.
I just want to say this.
Tradcon Ian.
How
Yeah,
I
it
know.
was
Well,
bad.
how disturbing is it that it's refreshing to us to hear one of the most powerful
It's
people in the
rare.
world say that they don't think there should be fewer humans.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
probably the only billionaire that thinks that, because many of them are like futurists and they're like,
Yeah.
everything's bad.
Thanks for checking out this segment from the Timcast IRL podcast. But if you want to check out the full show live, tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. And if you want more special access content, head over to timcast.com and become a member. Your membership helps sustain this company, keep our journalists employed, makes this show happen, and you will get access to exclusive members-only segments of the Timcast IRL podcast. And there's a massive library to check out. So again, go to timcast.com or tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and we'll see you all there.